अर्जियां सारी मैं चेहरे पे लिख के लाया हूँ.
What sickness has happened in this world that human beings put God so far away from ourselves, and then we treat each other and the earth so poorly, and we're suffering and the earth is suffering. And if we could pour that same love and devotion into each other, into the earth, then we wouldn't have a lot of the suffering.
I'm here to open up a Seva project, which will be a school for Indian women to learn how to teach yoga in their own villages.
Sukino Bhavantu.
This is a poem about love, about living by following desire instead of suppressing it, by finding emptiness and peace through engaging the passions. I will start with what's right in front of me, my body, other people's bodies, the body of the earth, and the bodies of the constellations. To remember not to be perfect, not to be free of sin, but to remember my soul is the one seeing behind my eyes. This Leela, this is a love play of the world. I started coming to India about 4 years ago. I felt like I really wanted to come here because this is the birthplace of yoga and I wanted to feel where it came from. When I'm in America, I teach yoga and I earn money and I take a good portion of that money to come to India and try and find ways to do service work or to teach yoga here in India. As much as this is the birthplace of yoga, most Indians don't have access to yoga like we do in the West. In the West, it's very common. It's in gyms, there's yoga studios. People go for the health of their body, they go for the health of their mind. And here in India, it's considered something that people do if they dedicate their whole lives to spiritual practice. One of the things I thought I could bring is that idea of empowerment, which is a little more Western. My idea is to teach a small group of women, like 15 women, to become yoga teachers in their own villages. And that seems like the most effective way to disseminate the information to many people and to empower these women to feel like teachers in their own communities.
The most powerful place in a woman's body is this whole area.
I came from a lot of pain. You know, like pain is a great teacher, and intense suffering, and that's what yoga helped me with. I went from being a person who couldn't see a point to living and being suicidal to being able to be a pretty functional human being. And functional to me in the simplest way is like not wanting to kill myself. How much of myself am I avoiding by thinking I'm helping other people? And how much of what I think I'm helping them with is just places in myself that I can't sit still with or own?
It made me very sad to hear about the woman who committed suicide. That made me very sad. When you're not feeling good, if you're unhappy, if you feel sad, remember, if you do yoga every day, you'll remember that you have that connection, that you can always feel that power.
All that remains is the energy to create. It's challenging to find a way to affect change that feels like it will last and that it will keep giving birth to more.
One day I had a problem in my stomach. So I went to the terrace and I did yoga, and after doing yoga I'm feeling better. I've recovered.
Your spirit is leaving your body and you're watching yourself from above. You're floating above your body. Something as simple as like a breathing exercise for me is really about like connecting that there's something bigger, you know, and that something is there to take care of you and support you when you can't possibly see it.
What I love about yoga is you don't need anything. You don't need money. You don't need medicine. You just have your own body, your breath.
The vibration gives your brain a massage.
I really am hoping that I give them something they can take and use and grow. It's one thing to come here and to teach a class myself, and then it's another thing to teach someone else to be a teacher in their own community. They speak the language. They're already part of that community. So I'm hoping that that will be a way that this change I'm trying to make begins to have its own life.